I got caught up goobering around. Welcome back, gang. You know what time it is? That's right. Do I have my phone? Hold on. I don't think I have my phone with me. Hold on. What am I doing here, even? What are you doing here, even? Guys, I've lost my phone. Oh my gosh, I found it. Oh my gosh, man. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah. I think about her every time I hit the hookah. Kablam, kablam, kablam. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about her every time I hit the hookah. Kablam, kabam, kablam. What's this YouTube comment? Oh. Hey, rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Why do I have 6 notifications on YouTube? Hold on. What is blowing? Something's going on. Why do I get a notification that I'm live? I know I'm live. I'm me. Oh my gosh, it's Crabmo. Crabmo's back. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about her every time I hit the hookah. Let's actually get into the freaking game. 13 viewers. Starting off strong. Oh, I got new keyboard. New keyboard reveal. It's really nice. It has red switches. Drops it and breaks it immediately. I forgot it looked like this. Why is auto jump on? I was just hitting space on accident. There's Sigma. Oh! Oh! What? Genuinely, what just happened? Yeah, it's a good keyboard. It's a racer or a Corsair. New keyboard is sponsored by Infamous Rebel. I solved the ARG a long time ago before I started doing YouTube. Guys, I posted a video to the ARG I'm doing. You'll never find it though. I'm pretty sure genuinely it has 0 views right now. The hashtags are a bit odd. Wait a minute, this isn't Wonderland. Welcome, Kodarax. You're right. Isn't Wonderland. Is this? This is curious. Barbecue chicken pizza. What are we talking about? Oh, I'm big and fat, and I love talking about food. I love chocolate, but I can't have it because I'm a dog. Guys, new goal. 10 super chats. Someone crying. Let's do it. Q and A session. Oh my gosh, Infamous Rebel, thank you for the 5 subscriptions or memberships. We're so back. Did anybody win the any gacha winners? My coworker gambles all the time. He tells me about his numbers. He listens to the radio and sees if his numbers are on the radio. No, he literally just started the story 4. Literally just started. We just started. We just started the stream. Should I start live streaming on Twitch too, like at the same time? And should I also start live streaming? Imagine if I live streamed on TikTok too. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, should I post the Discord? Guys, I'm all out of whack. Jury duty for like 6 hours got me all out of whack. Okay. 17 viewers, man. We going up. We're going up, up, up. My younger sister's won 2 scratch tickets for $2 worth of profit. How much did she make? Discord link before bad is about to happen. Great mood swing. Guys, I gotta make a new video. I haven't made a video in like 5 days. Yes, I have. I've gotten very acquainted to seeing things from the helmet. I mean, I'm used to this. I was an astronaut before I started the channel, guys. Don't you know that? Yeah, the jury duty case was actually a drug case, and they had Fent as a part of the evidence. It was Exhibit C, and I snuck it and I took it before the live stream. The glass is a little bit tinted, yes. It's not terrible though. I was making the wrong video, but I keep neglecting editing it because I don't want to. I have to actually write it, and I don't want to. But I will finish it. The glass is slightly tinted, yes. It's really it's trying really hard to play the Minecraft music. No. No, he hasn't been sent into lethal injection yet. I'm the only one advocating for it too. Rather foolish. Oh, I forgot. My new keyboard has audio. An audio control right in it. Oh, I'm crying. I was sitting in the courtroom and I was like, nobody knows I'm a niche YouTuber. I should tell everyone. And then I didn't say a single word except for when they asked me a question. Yeah, the music was me farting in the mic. Can you hear them? Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can hear the new keyboard. It's a much better sound though. I think. Where are we going? I'm trying to find another structure like the one that we found last stream. That was really cool. I was I was at an event with my brother the other day. And you know how Wendigoon liked one of my TikToks? I turned to my brother and we're in a room full of people. And I say to, I'll get closer to the mic. I was in a room, like an event with my brother. And we were sitting in this room with a bunch of people. I don't even remember what it was. And I turned to my brother and I go, nobody knows that Wendigoon liked my TikTok. And he like almost slapped me. He almost slapped the crap out of me. I very frequently try to make my brother cringe. It's very fun. Guys, I was thinking about what we're going to do for 5 billion subscribers. You know, the 5 billion subscriber live stream. I was thinking of what we're going to do. Tell me if you have any ideas for 5 billion subscribers. I PP the poo poo. Oh, I genuinely feel saying, hi PP the poo poo. This is how I make money, by the way. Why am I getting jumped? Alert for 440 joules, bro. Yeah, but when we hit 4 billion subscribers, what should we do for the live stream for 4 billion subscribers? It's gotta involve you guys. Because every milestone subscriber live stream, we do something with people. Can't believe I'm at 5 Google subscribers. Or 4 Google subscribers. I'm not even at 5. I'm at almost at 4. Reaper. Aw, man. So we back in the mine. Got a pickaxe swinging from side to side. Side to side. This task is grueling one. Gonna find some diamonds tonight. Night. Thank you, Periodi, for the 5 gift memberships. So funny to see. Oh, Crabmouth got one. Oh, I thought Crabmouth got one. Did y'all? I thought you. 10 billion subscribers is perfect. I'm gonna be the first YouTuber to hit 1 trillion subscribers. I don't know where I'm going. I should probably go home. If I even know where home is. I didn't say pierogi, I said pierogi. Pierogi. Wilted rose emoji. Guys, give stream ideas for the 5 or the 4 quadrillion special. Come on, guys. Guys. Don't make me bring back this voice. Don't make me bring back this voice. Oh, come on. Guys, should I try out for anime voice acting? That'd be a good idea. Have I already been this way? I think so. We could do this, that. Maybe an art event? That'd be cool. That could be cool. Guys, what if we did a roleplay event where we all make a... Thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Did you ult? Did anyone win? Nope. What if we did a roleplay one where everybody like we download a random map and then, like of something, and then we roleplay it, some like already known IP, or we come up with our own characters and we like roleplay. Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, because my voice. I am Inshura, you're right. What if we Roblox roleplay? No, I mean like I used to Minecraft roleplay so much when I was younger. That's not even a joke. I used to do that so much because it was really embarrassing. But that's what got me good at writing, unironically. Guys, why'd we drop to 9 viewers? Guys, why'd we drop to 9 subscribers? Who up unsubscribing? Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Goo goo gaga time for you. What just happened? They really be like, I subscribe to an ARG YouTube channel, and this is the streams I get. Son, I'm crying. Baby roleplay for 4 gazillion subscribers. It's a really good idea. I actually like that idea. I was watching why was bro watching Among Us in the big 26? Yeah, you got a member. I gotta actually post something to the member channel. Thank you for the 5 memberships, Infamous Rebel. Yes, man. Oh my gosh, man. Recovered from unexpected memory failure. Papa. Why are we genuinely watching the Among Us show? What are we doing? Everybody leave the stream right now and go watch the Among Us show. Bro's like trying so hard to tell us that it was good. Dude, I am not watching the Among Us show. Hello, it is me, crewmate. Yeah, genuinely everyone leaves to go watch the Among Us show. Bro, there's no way the Among Us show is that good. I'm sorry. There's just no way. Why did they make an Among Us show, bro? What am I at for 4K right now? One of these is an exit. One of these things again. Okay, I think it's down here. I think I already found it. Please, my mom is kind of homeless. Oh shoot. I lucky haven't been posting videos because I've been playing a lot of Arkham. I can't even lie. Truth nuke. I do be getting a lot of subscribers. It's kind of crazy. I'm growing really fast. It's kind of odd because I did a lot of research and it was like every source was telling me that it takes you a while to get to your first 1,000 subs. If this spawns me back at the freaking spawn. Okay, damn it. Where am I? Is this the overworld? It is. Okay. But yeah, every source told me that it takes you a while to get to your first 1,000 subs, like a year. And I'm at like 4,000. Thank you for the happy poop. Thank you, DigiArt. You're so tough for that, twin. Sorry, I got a message. Okay. Thank you, twin. I'm so glad that you enjoy my videos. Soon I will get so big and old that I will put all of you in a nursing home. All of you that raised me. Oh boy, my chat disconnected. My chat disconnected for a second. You remember when I was 2 subscribers tall? Say I if you subscribed when you saw the say I if you subscribed because of the Eaglercraft video. EP the poo poo, you were there for it. Did you just say woman love woman? What? That's like the meme of it's like I love you, Dad, love you too. Duck going swimming with his friends. Sorry, that was meant for Google. That's so epic. That's so huge. Usually you do subscribe because of a video that you watched. That's usually though. I don't know. I think that's pretty common. I don't know why my Wonderland video took off so much. Like, it's low-key mid. It's my most viewed video. What even was the title? I don't even remember. Was it the Let's Talk Wonderland? And I barely even talk about it. You subscribe because of the archaeology video, Stormy and Laura H. I gotta go back to that. I gotta do another archaeology video. Yeah, I also don't scream to the mic. I gotta go back to doing the archaeology video. People want a sequel to that. It's just, everybody screamed at me in the comments. Everybody screamed at me in the comments saying, well, you didn't take into consideration the lore from Minecraft Dungeons. And I'm like, dog, I've never even played Minecraft Dungeons. Also, I kind of explained that I'm only getting lore from Minecraft, like the lore that you will observe in Minecraft. Oh, you like, well, that's just cheating. Watching someone else's and then watching mine that's more laid back. Thank you, twin. You thought my voice was relaxing? It is probably because Wonderland's so popular. I gotta do my Wonderland lore video. It's just like, I know I've already talked about this on stream and I keep talking about it. I won't shut up about it. But like, there's just so much. And like, I just don't like the way that they're going about making the lore for it. It's dripping and it's the guy talking with the fire emoji. Oh. You're so right. That is so active. I wrote a script for I gotta do the user submitted ARGs video. But I wrote a script for a Herobrine video, and then I realized that it's literally every single other Herobrine video ever to exist ever. Real. Go study for your exam, twin. Okay, story time. So, this morning, before jury duty, I woke up and I got on my bed. I got on my bed and then I checked my phone and I got this comment, or not this comment, this notification, and the notification was from a video that I hadn't. Why did you do that? I hadn't uploaded this video, and I look at it, and it's a video that's about Caaligo, and it says, it's titled something like, you guys were wrong about the Caaligo ARG. And I was like, why am I getting a notification for that? The guy pinged me. He added me in the about me. It was like a 15-minute long video. But he added me in the about me. I was like, what? And I was like, at first I thought I was getting pinged on my own video. And I was really confused. The guy stole my thumbnail. He stole my thumbnail. And then he, like, literally in the comments, he said credit Caaligo for the thumbnail. And I I straight up commented, and I'm being honest. I put a strike on him for the thumbnail. Not a strike, a copy. I just said copyright. That's my thumbnail, dog. And then I made a post and announcements, and then I was like, I'm not actually gonna do that. So I deleted the post. And then he took it down. He was chill about it. But I was like, dog. Like, he's probably younger. He probably doesn't know that you can just do that. All he did was he literally took my thumbnail, like with the cross and everything, the Steve looking up at the cross, and then he threw like a sun picture at the bottom. Please help me. Whoa! Hello. The brickways? Yeah, it was very bizarre. I don't know why he did that. He even pinged me in the about me. Oh gosh. Wait, I'm clowning on him? Wait, I'm dogging on him? Wait, can I even kill him? Guys, can I even kill this guy? Is he that stupid? Go take your exam. Good luck, twin. No, but yeah, it was really weird. It was really bizarre. I don't know why he did that. How many views does that video even have right now? At the time of looking at it, the video had like 7 views. That's the wrong account. This is the account I want. Oh, man, what? That's also the wrong account. I have a few accounts for different things. Hold on, what the heck? What that account? I know about this feature for a month. Okay, where's the guy that pinged me? Yeah, this video. I'm gonna pause it. As of right now, it has 22 views. Like, it's nothing crazy. But it was just really bizarre. And then he added me, he tried editing, and then he sent me a friend request on Discord. I was like, what? You're not even in my server. What are you doing? Hold on, maybe he wanted to... Oh, why does he always come from that way? I think he always comes from that way. True. Scooby Gang does have nothing on the Caaligo Gang. Okay, so this place is only so big. How does one get out? You're so terrible, it lags way too much. I'm sorry, twin. I'm sorry, Wellfixel me. Oh my gosh. Right here, huh? Thank you for the $2. Meow, 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 purr, purr, meow, meow. Yeah, thank you for sharing. That was awesome. That was really, really influential. That kind of pulled at my heartstrings. Hi. Oh, do I have my... Hold on. I have my earbuds flipped. That's so funny. I had my earbuds flipped around. Oh. Turn these guys around. So every time I think he comes from the right, he's actually coming from the left. Oh, now my hair's in my eyes. Okay. And we're back. Tomorrow I'll probably form or film another video and get started on an actual full-length video. Yeah, I wrote a script for a Minecraft Herobrine video, and then I realized it was like like the same as every other Herobrine video. So I was like, bruh. That was kind of disheartening. I don't really have anything more to add to the conversation other than my own personal experience. Do you want a second creepypasta reading video? Did you guys like that? I can do that. I can do that, and then the user submitted ARGs. Because there's a guy who sent me an ARG that he made. After watching the Kaidi's video, he was really inspired, and he messaged me personally on Instagram and asked me if I would cover his ARG that he made. Yeah, I can do that again. Cookie pasta. I wanted to make a video about 1989, Mr. Bear Cellar. But like, I know it's not Minecraft, so, you know. Officer Balls. Anybody catch that reference? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean 25 blocks away, bro? I just sent a super chat, but my bank flagged it as fraud. Bruh. Keep hearing noises. Keep hearing noises out of turn. You hear that? Yeah, you spelled it right, I think. They didn't catch the reference, so they thought they would catch me, yeah. You guys want to see FNAF content? Would that be funny? I'm actually so scared of FNAF, it's not even funny. Like, I can't, like, play the game. I can play FNAF 2. I'm fine. I'm really good at FNAF 2, but all the other games, I get so anxious. It actually makes me so nervous. I couldn't even play the final 5 Minutes at Candy's game, where, like, it's real life. I don't know. I don't know if that's what the... I don't know if that's what you, 5 Minutes at Flick Bears. Yeah, I have Help I have the original Help Wanted. Not the newer one. I made the VR video and, like, it wasn't that big of a video. How do I get out of here? How do I genuinely get out of here? I made the one VR video and I didn't get many views on that. Guys, we're at 67 views right now. Don't do anything funny, okay. Strictly no funny business. Yeah, I remember 5 Nights at Candy's. I played 5 Nights at Candy's not too long ago. Oh. Keep burping. I went to the Sabashi restaurant for the 6-7 jewels. Dread dying? I just don't know how you... I don't know how you would end up dying here. I have the Waystone. So... Oh, I killed him. He's dead. He's like actually dead. You just go back to Fortnite Hill. Of course, why didn't I think of that? I didn't know you could just kill him. That's really funny. Like, I knew you could, like, damage him, but I didn't know you could straight up kill him. Too bad I am taken by no one, you're right. That is true. I forgot about that. Yeah. In this dimension, you have to listen to the whole white text when it has a period, and it leads you to a portal. But if the white text has a question mark, then you do the opposite of what it said. I just used my Waystone to get out of there. Is that like not what I was supposed to do? I assume that's not what I was supposed to do. Hold on, wait. What if we got Waystones to every... How do you make a Waystone? I need Warp Stone. So I need Amethyst and Pro. I didn't do anything funny. You're good, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Holy FOMO, by the way. Stop, I'm leaving. Don't do anything funny. Oh, my back. Guys, don't forget, in times of need, we can always just warp back to Fortnite Hill. Horse horror mod? I don't know. I have a friend that I had discussed doing Minecraft Lucky Block Challenge videos with before I even actually started doing stuff on this channel. And I asked her like, hey, do you want to like do like Minecraft Lucky Block challenges and then go into the do the Coliseum? And stuff like that. And like fight bosses. And she has expressed interest in doing that. But I don't know if you guys would like that content. Would you guys be into that? Whoa. Okay. You know what I mean by Minecraft Lucky Block challenges, right? You know what I mean when I say that, right? What's up with the lighting? No, not horror mods. It wouldn't be with horror mods. I'm saying like the popular MMO stuff, like Matt and Pat, or yeah, Matt and not Matt and Pat. Was it? No? Pat and Jen. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, Pat and Jen, Matt and Pat. Yeah, I mean Pat and Jen. Pat and Pat. Is it over for me? Wrap it up, bro. I do have an ARG right now. It's just non-Minecraft related. There are 0 subscribers. Lucky Blocks with Matt and Pat. No, yeah, like doing Lucky Block challenges, like those videos where they would get X amount of Lucky Blocks, they would open them, and then they'd go use their gear to fight like ore spawn bosses and stuff, or like mutant creeper. Do you guys remember that, or am I just like old? Am I like older than you guys? I probably am older than you guys.
There seems to be someone talking in chat. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm younger than you. Is it genuinely over for me? Yeah, let me text her right now, make sure. Okay, I texted her. It's over. You're over 20. You're 25 plus. It's over. Genuinely over for you. Okay. As the server's growing so quickly. Rob's belly. My brother already calls me Unc. It is over for you. Yeah, I kind of think the Witherstorm challenge stuff is like goofy. Bye, twin. Guys, I have to say I never had Minecraft story mode. I never played Minecraft story mode. I watched videos of it, but I never played it. And I don't remember much from it. Am I a fake fan? Witherstorm versus Bedrock Wither. I really enjoy making video essays though. Those are always fun to make. Oh, you watched the 17-hour playthrough? Oh my gosh. If I played Batman... Bro, what is this? Is that just supposed to make you anxious? Batman versus Witherstorm. Thank you, you're welcome. Do you guys want to see me play my old Minecraft maps again? Like more old. Does anyone remember? Hold on, let me remember their names. Does anybody remember? Is it CD Disco? Is it? Yeah. Does anybody? Oh my gosh. Does anybody remember FV Disco? He's the guy. He's the guy who made the original Temple of Notch. He's the guy. Hold on. He's the guy who made the original Temple of Notch map. Does anybody remember that guy? Are you kidding me? Well, let me add an image. Like this. Do you guys remember this? Right down there. Do you guys remember that texture pack? Do you remember all the maps he made? Yeah, do you remember that? I should make a video about that guy. That guy was a part of my childhood. I remember using that mod pack or that resource pack. I remember using that resource pack and thinking that it made me better at redstone. Because like it looked so much cleaner. Dude. Okay, new video idea. I'll make a retrospective about him. Is that like an actual like cuz like he made like hold on. He made some peak stuff like dude. That was 2012. I was 6 years old. Oh my gosh. I was so young. Like this? Dude. Do you guys remember that stuff? I remember that resource pack and I remember his I thought he was so cool. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's a guy. I couldn't remember. For some reason, I thought it was a girl for a second. Yeah. Do you remember him? Dude. I was, but I was playing Minecraft. I started playing Minecraft before first grade. Dude, that was so good. I remember all that stuff. How do I get out of here? Yeah, wait. Let me see if there's other stuff real quick. Dude, I remember the Christmas one. I remember his Sonic one that he did. You guys are Sonic fans? Hold on. That? You guys remember that? Yeah, the live chat's a little delayed. It's like 10 seconds delayed usually. Or more. Hey, does anybody remember that ball knowledge? That is crazy. I remember that one of those, I think it was the Temple of Notch was the first Minecraft map I ever played. We got out. If I reach 5,000 subs, I will do a twerking video. Welcome NSPY. Oh. Where am I? I'm back in the overworld, right? Yeah, I'm back in the overworld. I could do all the Xbox 360 stuff too, because I remember from the Xbox 360 stuff, I remember it's not this one. Dude. Do you remember this? Do you remember that crap? I will definitely do it if I have I don't know how I would be able to play it. Do you remember? I remember the Roman one. I remember the Adventure Time one. Dude. Can't find it. Was it Rome? I remember it had a Minotaur maze. Hold on. Roman, ancient, Minecraft, texture pack. Remember when they were called texture packs and not resource packs? Pack, Bedrock, Xbox 360. Where was it? I swear. I remember the Adventure Time one. Adventure Time Xbox 360 map. Yeah, like this. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. The Christmas one was good. I remember the plastic one. I remember the Roman one because I know I talked about this in another video. That's when the one kid tried to kiss me. But I remember playing that. Dude. You just know the guy. I remember all of that. I'll probably do more Minecraft horror maps if you guys send me ideas for ones. I don't know many good ones. I don't know what Untagged and Untitled is though. You have to tell me what that is. I played the Roman one once and then I blew it up. I have my light off. We're talking about old Minecraft maps on the Xbox 360. Is there any other old Xbox 360 Minecraft maps? Like I remember the tutorial world. Bro, do you remember when in the Yeah, I remember that. Never heard of Untagged and Untitled. I'll have to look at that. Oh, it was the Minecraft Xbox 360 Greek mythology. I remember the Norse mythology one. Yeah, dude, this. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Miss Rebel. This, bro. That one. I remember the Norse mythology one. That one was really funny because it was such a small map. Okay, no, it was this. Yeah, it was this one. I'm really interested who built these maps for them. That. Oh, I'm back here. I got something here. Where? Peace out, Baguette. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for the rest of this. Ooh. How do I walk through that? Oh. Bruh. Compliance is his name. But what's your currency? Never mind, you're blind. It is $20. I can make a video about FV Disco, and I can make a video about the old Minecraft Bedrock maps. How'd it smell? Slash Gen question. How'd it smell? I could use the old Minecraft music for it too. You know, I can't stand seeing Kane Parsons on my everything. Yeah, it is a little odd. Yeah, that is crazy. I remember the Elytra. I miss the interface, the UI, like the inventory. Specifically made for console. That was really well designed. Just stuff about him. I didn't see the movie, but my brother said it wasn't that good. He said it was like 5 out of 10. Because the first half of the movie was really good, but the second half of the movie was really bad. Like both. Both like the old crafting stuff. Old school NBA fan. We'd be bringing everyone into this stream. Why do I still have fog on my screen? Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I just, my brother said that the Nico EP133, that would be Infamous Rebel. I just keep seeing stuff about Kane Parsons, and it's just so annoying. Like, I've heard his movie wasn't even that good. I don't even like that he used the back rooms, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Yeah, the noises are great. I just like the backrooms as an idea was so good because it didn't rely on monsters in spooky concept. I mean, it's a spooky concept, but it doesn't rely. I don't know why I have so many crosses. It doesn't rely on. It originally, unfortunately, didn't rely on like having a monster in it because it's like the Minotaur maze, but there's no Minotaur. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was such a good idea. And then it's not even Kane Parsons' fault. It's also just like the internet's fault of turning it into this thing where like there's a bunch of different levels and like each one has different monsters and each one's stylized differently. Like, I don't like that idea. I feel like it completely takes away from the original. Bye-bye. I'm not releasing a new video about Caaligo yet because there's not enough content to do that, and I don't want to milk it. Yeah, bye, Insura. I don't know. I just like, I wasn't even interested in the Backroom series when it came out. I had no interest because it was just ruining something that I liked. I feel like it was changing something that I liked into something more than it actually was. Like you can take, there's a bunch of ARGs that use like already established concepts and add on to them further, like FNAF ARGs. Like those are always cool. But I think it's just I personally really like the idea of the Backrooms being, you know, being the way it was. It was such a simple concept, and making it, adding monsters, that completely gets rid of the idea of the Backrooms, I feel like. Because originally it was like, oh, you no clip out of reality and you end up in the Backrooms. This is kind of, to me, it had always been like, this is kind of like either the testing ground for reality, or it's just literally the like stock background for reality. And then like he added these monsters and all this stuff that really didn't need to be in it. Like, if I'm being honest, did not at all need to be in it. Well, everybody thinks that Kane Parsons' thing, or canon, is the official canon. There is no canon other than the original 4chan post. Not even really like the fear of the unknown, just the fear that you're going to be stuck there forever. And you can't do anything about it. You're stuck there. And it sucks. It really does suck. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. It just makes me mad. You know? By filing entities and rooms and levels, we take away from the original thing. Making it known, we should make it unknown. I also 100% 0% interested in backrooms either because of the internet ruins, just like how they ruined SCP as a conspiracy horror series. The issue is people nowadays are too stupid to realize the thing about separate canons. Yeah, exactly. It makes me so mad. I don't know. It's just so weird. And it pisses me off. Like, genuinely, it pisses me off so much. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about the one FNAF series where like William Afton did the thing, you know, where it's the assumption that William Afton did he did more than he actually did in the series, and like it's kind of like stupid because what the idea is that Afton isn't like Afton's a monster, but he's not like He's not the person, the predator that they were making him out to be. Sorry, Rowan Ryan. I'm assuming that's a bot. It was overpopularized. People's media literacy has gone down incredibly. Exactly. That just makes me so mad. I don't know. Made me really mad. It's a bot. Exactly. It wasn't his point. Like William Afton is a murderer. He's not a predator. And the whole thing of him, you know, like the deep frying the baby thing? Do you guys know about that? That was so stupid when they did that. Like, that was so dumb. I hated. I mean, I know it was like that one ARG did that. But like, what are we doing? I like the idea of Afton feeding people to other people, but like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so stupid. It makes me so mad. I don't know. Makes me so mad all the time. Like the current ARG that I'm working on, I'm trying. It's based on a real IP, but I don't want it to be like. I don't want it to be more than what that IP is. You know what I mean? Sent me back home. Huh. Did I get too far or something? Or does it want me to sleep? Yeah, the ARG that I'm working on, I'm trying to make it not as big as it. Yeah, it's still based in the reality of the IP. Maybe some of the things are reworked, some of the ideas are changed, but it's still the same thing. Like my IP or my ARG that I'm working on is based off of an IP, and there's a main character to that IP. There's a very, very big main character, but it's not about the main character. It's about the other characters. It's about a group of the characters that, yeah, they get talked about in the actual main media, but it's my universe of that thing. You know what I mean? But it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like if you took like yeah, I've seen that Backrooms Redacted thing. Like for example, if you took Minecraft or not Minecraft, if you took like mine isn't based on Star Wars obviously, but if you took Star Wars and tried to make an ARG around it or something ridiculous, and you completely changed something about it. We're back here. Like for example, you made Anakin like a completely different character. Like you make him good. Like maybe this is him resisting turning to the dark side. I guess that's not a good example because that could actually be interesting as a other verse. What I mean is like specifically for mine. When you look, for example, I guess I'll use comic books as an example. When you look at comic books, movie directors will take those comic books and make their own interpretation of how to make that comic book into film. Maybe they take things from a character, they change a few things about that character for their interpretation in their movie, but it's still the same idea of the character in the end. It's coming for me. Yeah, it's like they're talked about, but they're not the main focus. Or maybe the good guy is talked about, but the bad guy isn't talked about much. And it's maybe something from the perspective of the bad guy. Yeah, kinda. I guess I'll give Batman as an example. The Robert Pattinson Batman movie, it still uses Batman stuff, you know. Why am I coughing? It's still obviously Batman. And the concept of him having his rogues gallery and all of his different villains, and Gotham is still Gotham. Gotham is the same exact way. But then they take, like the new Batman movie, the Riddler he's the Riddler. He loves riddles. He does do all this crap. He does all these different things, you know, and he's always trying to take like welcome Shay Trombone. He's always trying to trick Batman, or he's trying to outsmart Batman. And he almost, he's almost like in love with Batman. If you read the OG comics. And he figures out who Batman is. And he threatens Batman with that. But the way that the Riddler is presented, he's not in a suit. He doesn't have his cane. He's eccentric, but he's not he's not like super goofy and silly. Instead, he's this Zodiac killer-esque character that posts online and wears military garb. And he's like, he's going out and he's killing people. Yeah, it was a different concept. It was more detective stuff, but I'm specifically talking about the way that they handled the Riddler, because in essence it still was the Riddler. It was something that was very familiar to us, but it wasn't something completely different. It wasn't just blatant fan fiction. You know what I mean? Like, in essence, movies really are just, like, if a director is making a movie about something that they really like, it kind of is just their own fan fiction interpretation of that media. Come back. But you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Am I making sense with that? I've been talking about this for a while. I'm just giving Batman as an example for how I don't like the way that Kane Parsons did the backrooms, because I feel like he turned it into something that it isn't. But the way that the newest Batman movie was handled, I really like the way that the new Batman movie was handled. And I think that's a good example of taking media . Okay, cool. Not making sense. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like he turned it into something that it never was to begin with. And I'm no expert in making ARGs. I'm no expert, because saying ARG, like, come on, not everything's a freaking ARG. Some stuff is just an art project that someone made online. I think that calling everything an ARG is getting redundant. I think it's getting ridiculous. Of course, it's a buzzword term. It's a buzzword term that everybody uses. And there's nothing wrong with that and trying to get more engagement by using that specific buzzword term. But I don't think that everything's an ARG. Yeah, I heard it. I heard its ending was kind of sucky. In Pixel's backrooms, it's like if the SCP Foundation found the backrooms, it would be for real. There's like nothing like that at the start. Exactly. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's puzzles in it. Not everything's a freaking ARG. ARG is not synonymous with ARG is not synonymous with analog horror. Like it's getting ridiculous. Sorry, we're having a genuine talk. Some of it's just like an art project that someone made and that they really wanted to make. Yes, the viewers have to interact with the puzzle for it to be an actual ARG. Example, Kaides is an actual ARG. He's actually interacting with the community. Because a lot of ARGs, like I know that the ARGs. Okay. I think I did do that a while ago. I'm pretty sure I did make it or add for the very special horror Minecraft stream. I'm pretty sure I added guns to it or had guns and I just started killing all the monsters with them. Yeah, sorry, entity. We're trying to have a conversation. Yeah, so not everything is a freaking ARG. I tend to call them horror projects, just as like an umbrella term for that guy is rude for chilling in the middle of a serious talk about things. Yeah. Yeah, not everything is an ARG. Just because something's spooky and has horror elements and is a video series does not mean it's an ARG. ARG literally means augmented reality project or augmented reality game. For example, Dear David is a story. Oh, there's Bedrock. Dear David is a story that was on Twitter that was about a character interacting with like their apartment building and like weird stuff going on. But you could actually directly talk to them through Twitter. You could actually talk to them. Whoa. Hold on, I know you can hear that. Yeah, I'm saying Dear David is an alternate reality game. Not augmented reality game, alternate reality game, sorry. Timeless and the Classic Zero, Scorch Guns 2, Vix. Yeah. Those are good gun mods. Out of love, of course, they are horror projects and I love them. Yippee, I love your horror projects made by people online. Thank you, people online, for making horror projects. Yeah, you can interact with the project. You can actually have stuff happen. Like a lot of the cool idea for so some of the cool stuff for ARGs was like how you'd be able to like if it was someone like for example take The Sun Has Vanished. The Sun Has Vanished is really cool because you could have interacted with him and told him what to do during his apocalypse that he was experiencing when the sun vanished. You could actually be able to talk to him and tell him, hey, don't text that guy back. Hey, don't open that door. There's someone knocking on your door. And then it would change the outcome of the story. Yeah. Never heard of Konaguri. I've never heard of post content. Or maybe I'm just not recognizing the name. Yeah, the sun has vanished. The other one where the take another example. Something that is not an ARG but is commonly mistaken as an ARG, at least in communities I've talked with, is the Indian Lake Project. That's a puzzle. That's an art project. That's a horror art project online. Because I'm pretty sure it was disproven. It wasn't real. That's a horror project online. Greylock is analog horror. It's not an ARG. It's analog horror because you can't. Other than maybe if there's sometimes puzzles, but even if there's a puzzle, doesn't make something an ARG. Yeah, exactly. Actually watch the ARG. I should have said that in my last video. I did say go subscribe to the channel. Is post content the really weird one with like the military stuff? The one Fallout New Vegas I can't even remember if that was an ARG. I think it was just like the YouTube channel where we upload the weird clips of Fallout New Vegas, and then it became like really weird Gnostic stuff. No, analog horror does not. Analog horror isn't specifically viewing the content. Analog horror mimics. Usually, it is just. Analog horror is usually viewing the content, but analog horror uses VHS and analog technology. I've got a Minecraft video I'm going to be finishing within the week, and I'd be honored for you to check it out when it's uploaded. Can I post it in the drive? Absolutely, you can ping me too. It's not an analog horror because an analog horror uses VHS technology and other stuff like that. Actual analog stuff, like the name suggests, in order to start, like Gemini Home Entertainment is a great example. Local 58 is a beautiful example of analog horror. Even though you are on the fastest available route, isn't really okay. I want to make a video about this. Yeah, the Fallout one's really good. It's okay. We'll forgive LARPers on this channel. Peace out, twin. Goodbye. But yeah, it's just like the thing I'm making is an ARG because it's going to have interactive puzzle pieces and stuff. Digital horror versus horror series being told through a game as its media known the difference challenge impossible. Exactly. Like digital horror, because people just don't understand the concept of analog and digital. They don't know what that means. That's not even a joke. I have seen Roblox horror videos. The video's going to deal with some very heavy emotions, but I think it's a really good message at the end about perseverance. It seems you're exploring your friend's world that disappeared. Is it a Minecraft horror thing? Very cool. Yeah, digital horror. Okay, here's a lesson. Here's a lesson real quick. Let me do this. Okay, lesson time. Everybody sit around. I'm going to show you what this is. Let me get a good example. This isn't a good diagram. I don't like this diagram. Okay, here's a great example. We're going to show this. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is analog technology. This is analog technology. Okay. We got actual film photos. We got legitimate movie film. We got VHS tapes. Okay. We got Polaroids and colored slides and stuff like that. We got cassette tapes. So this is all analog stuff, okay? Throw that up there. Oh, here's other real quick analog stuff. Just so that you understand the idea. I haven't seen his video on that. I do like Sagan Hawks though. I do watch a lot of his content. Okay. Giant image. Also this. Okay, so some of these aren't good examples, but this. Okay, look, there's a remote. Although that's kind of digital more. Headphones. I really wanted to show the TV and the abacus. Really. Cell phone, kind of, yeah. It's a good example. This isn't the best example, but you get the point. You know, like an analog clock? You know what an analog clock is, right? Like the clock with the actual face that you read the hands on. Okay. What's digital technology? There's a difference. Digital tech, you guys know what I'm talking about. Digital technology is your cell phone, your computer, kind of your TV, specifically like your non-plasma TV, or your non CRT TV. Like I have all the OG TV too. I have all the analog Disney. All the VHS TV. Yeah, so analog essentially is continuous flowing waves, is what yeah, digital translates data into discrete, distinct steps, usually represented by binary code. Yeah, that's a really good example. Analog usually uses waves, like magnetic strips and stuff, physical things, while digital is in binary. It's just a bunch of ones and zeros. Yeah, no. I don't think are CDs. I think they're analog. Strictly digital media. They store audio, video, and computer data as a series of binary code. Okay, that's right. Yeah, they say vinyls. Vinyls are analog. Oh, I was playing the game a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Anyone Ellen applied for her birthday once. We have them in our house still, so yeah. Are you playing the game again? Because we can't see it. Sorry. Yeah. I brought it back. Nostalgia and comfort of VHS versus flash games. Flash games would be digital media. It's not an ARG. I mean, it could be an ARG, but it's not like it's not analog technology. Flash games would be a very good example of digital horror. Wonderland.jar. That's digital horror. It would be fun to do a video between these, talking about the difference between these two things. Yeah, I know. It really did get to me because I get really passionate about that. It's just people. I don't know if you guys know this, but people are stupid on the internet. Um, people can be really dumb on the internet. There's not. I've never seen a flash game ARG, but I have seen flash game horror before. The one about the girl. I don't remember what that was called. It wasn't called Megan or anything. It was something like that though. If anybody remembers the name of it, I don't remember what it's called. Also, what I love seeing on like horror content or just content in general being made on YouTube is when people make things. When people make physical props, like sure, CGI and stuff, that's pretty impressive that you can do that. It's pretty impressive that you coded Minecraft to do that. It's pretty impressive that you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Lacey. It's called Lacey. That's what it's called. Lacey, that's what I was talking about. Lacey's Flash Games. Yeah, that's a really good series. You should look into that. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when people make physical things, like I love making costumes. I love making costumes. If that's not obvious. I love making costumes so much. I think they're really fun. I mean, I was literally doing that before this stream. When people are able to like pull stuff off in real life and like use common things that like are easy to get their hands on, but they use them in such a way that they can make whatever they want. Like, I mean, did I do this? Like I will say, when I was younger, a few years back, actually not even a few years back, it was a while ago, I made a Five Nights at Freddy's ARG. And the concept of it was really that I wanted to make it be like ghost hunting in the old building. That's what I wanted to do. So the way that I did it, I pulled off some cool shots, I think, with it, is I made my own paper pal. And I hung him up from the ceiling. And I put a flashlight on it and I walked up to it and I was messing with it. And then I also got a hat. I had a hat from like a fedora kind of thing from a old costume I did. And I used the fedora as Freddy's hat, and I acted like it was like, oh, I set it out to be interacted with by the ghosts. And I got a string and I pulled it along, and it looks like something's moving it very delicately. I'm sure a lot of it wasn't that great. Maybe one day I'll share it. I don't even know if I have access to the account anymore. It's an old account. I mean, I've probably made 7 analog horror things. And they're just floating around on the internet. And they're not great. One of them I was like literally a child making. One of them I almost, the Five Nights at Freddy's one I almost got, I made a advertisement for El Chip's restaurant. Whoops. And I almost got my Spanish teacher to voice act it, but then I forgot about it and we never talked about it again. She was willing to do it. Yeah, it's awesome to see people enjoying themselves and being creative. I respect it so much. And people always say, oh, blah, 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 especially in the age of AI, blah, 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 blah. AI has made creative, humanity's creation so much more important. It puts so much, don't say that AI has done anything. AI hasn't done crap. Humanity's creations have always been infinitely important. I don't even like to say, oh, AI made everything like art so much better. No, it didn't. Art was amazing in the first place. It doesn't need to compare itself to AI. You know what I mean? It just pisses me off. I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me pretty mad. Hello. Look at the memberships. I don't know. I feel like yeah, it is annoying for people to say, "I'm so proud that you didn't use AI." Like that shouldn't even be like something that is required. That you don't use AI. That shouldn't even be a thought. And I'm not even, I mean, I do understand the environmental approach. I understand. Okay. I understand the use of AI for organizing information and data sets. Anything else, literally, I think I think it should never be used for. I understand the environmental approach of not liking AI. Oh my gosh. I understand the environmental approach of not liking AI. But I personally think that the creativity thing is more I like it hits more home to me. The creativity thing. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't even be a requirement. It is not a flex. It shouldn't even be a requirement. But I'm not going to hate on someone for using AI. Okay? If someone's foolish enough to use AI to do whatever, then I'm not going to go out of my way to go harass that person. That's just, I have better things to do than that. Okay? I don't know. I just feel like there's so much more important things to do than harassing people online for using artificial intelligence. Like, come on. They're never going to change unless the Matrix happens, unless Warhammer map happens, unless Dune happens and we completely outlaw AI forever. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can do that. You can go tell them that they're losers, but I don't even care to interact with them. Like if someone says, "Hey, I like this," maybe I'll say, "Oh yeah, that's AI generated," just so you know. But I'm not going to go purposefully out of my way to harass another person for something when I don't know. It's just like it's not going to help anything. I'm sorry. It's not going to help anything. You can't if you feel better about yourself while doing Fallout New Vegas Arrow one. And my dad uses AI a lot, and I tell him not to. And he pays for the ChatGPT subscription, and I tell him not to. And it's ridiculous. My mom calls him Scarecrow. My mom calls my father Scarecrow because he doesn't use his brain, because the AI does it for him. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even a, like, it doesn't make me angry really. It just makes me sad. Because I used to have this friend, he doesn't use AI now, obviously. But I used to have this friend, and he just was not a creative individual at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. He just, whenever he would play with Legos when he was younger, he would have to follow the instruction book in order to build it. And he was really good at doing that. He was really good at doing that, especially when he would build the cars. He was amazing at doing that. But he himself could not come up with stuff to build with Legos. And then you see people who are like that using AI, and they're trying to say that it makes things accessible to them. I understand that in a sense, but because I will say, that I understand. How do I word this correctly? I get people thinking that AI will help them, but like, you created the prompt, bro. And creativity, at least to me, is it's not like, for some people it is something that you were born with. But really it's something, it's kind of something, it's like a muscle. And it's something that you can flex. And flexing that and being more creative allows you to become even more creative in the future. You get better at it. You start coming up with cooler concepts. My original lore that I wrote for my first fantasy world ever was garbage. It was so bad. But I wrote so extensively about it. And I was like 12 or 10. And it made me get better at world building. It made me start to be able to make interesting worlds. Yeah, I just saw you say it's like a muscle. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, I understand that. That's what I'm trying to say. I understand the idea of like thinking like, I've never been creative, but now I can create stuff. Sure, you can create stuff, but the way you're going about it is not good. Start with something small. Come up with a simple concept. And then you can get better at doing it and coming up with more concepts. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It just gets so upsetting. And you don't, yeah, write enough books and you become a best-selling author. Do enough of something. And you'll just keep getting better at it. Yeah. Like, I've gotten to the point where I know that I can sew well when I'm like making clothing for costumes. I know I can sew well. So the last costume I was making, I sewed poorly because I purposely was like, okay, this guy who assumingly made this costume in character, he doesn't know how to sew. So I'm going to make it look like I don't know how to sew. And I did. And it looks perfect. It worked perfectly. And it made it more rugged, which is what I wanted. Yeah. I think I should just die. Maybe I should set up a spawn point here. In Mossland. Fortnite Hill. You're never going to be able to kick the ball if you don't even try from the start. Yeah, this mod pack has waystones in it. I completely forgot. I had just been running around. I've been ranting about... I wasn't even ranting about AI, really. I was ranting about creativity. Yeah. You know what? Everybody stop. Everybody stop right now. Stop. Go play Little Big Planet. Go play Little Big Planet and then you'll understand human creativity and why that is so important. I understand using AI to I understand using AI to like take your notes and be like, hey, can you take my notes and turn it into a bunch of bullet points, and then I'm gonna throw that into a Quizlet. That's perfectly fine because that's just data analyzation. That's just rewriting. You know what I mean? But and you gotta be careful with that because sometimes AI, especially if it's generative, will hallucinate. It'll come up with stuff that it doesn't know about. It isn't real. Goodbye, Kia1227. Also, don't let Kane Pixels fool you, dude. He says, if I had the ability to destroy AI, I would. I would pull that lever. I would destroy AI for good. And then he literally used AI to make freaking concept images for his movie and series. Dog, stop white knighting, bro. You are not the main character, bro. Like, hello? He used AI. Oh, we just hit 4,000 subscribers. Guys, we just hit 4,000 subscribers. Nobody will believe you. Did he just spawn a bedrock thing in my house? No, yeah, I saw people talking about how he used AI for that, for some of the concept art. When we hit, I'm making a post about it. We hit 4,000 subs. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't blink this time. I actually saw it happen this time. He opened my door to let me know I hit 4K. True. I mean, okay, but don't make that immediately tell you. Don't make that immediately make you go boycott that, though. Because he didn't use AI in order to make the entire film. Okay? He used it once. He's not constantly using AI. I feel like people will fall into this trap of thinking, oh, they used AI. I'm immediately going to stop. It's like someone does something wrong once, and then they immediately are like, okay, I'm going to start boycotting everything that you do. Thank you on the 4K. But you know what I mean? Like, I know I've never like gotten like political, and I'm not getting political right now, obviously. I'm not getting political right now. But Yeah, I hit 4K. Thank you, twin. Thank you. I'm not getting political right now, but we need to stop this idea of like someone makes a mistake. Okay, maybe if they're talking to minors, maybe if they're doing something terrible, like maybe if they're like sending explicit images to people that they should not be sending explicit. Yeah, it's like I have such high morals complex or whatever. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. You are not. I'm of the belief that almost everybody is inherently selfish. I'm sorry. You can train yourself, you can learn to get better about it, but I think people are selfish, and I think that people usually do things in the name of themselves. I think that that's human nature. And so thank you for the 10 gift memberships. I think no one is an example of perfection. Yeah, especially when it was like 10. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think humans are inherently selfish. And I understand boycotting things for different reasons. But sometimes we boycott stuff for no reason. It's something ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Why are you doing that? It's just absurd. I don't know. I'm not going to give any major examples because I don't want to get political. This is not a political channel. But you know, it's just like, we can get philosophical, but I like political. Also, learning from mistakes is crucial to being a better person. Exactly. And explicitly boycotting someone forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and never forgiving them is not how people learn. Calling them out on what they did and then moving on from there is how someone learns. Like saying, oh, that's disappointing that Kane Parsons used AI. That sucks. Well, I hope in the future he doesn't use AI again, then he can learn from his mistake. Holy crap. Newsflash. Like, what? Whoa. I set customer amount to 4,000, so take this instead. Yippee. How much was that, Infamous? Thank you for the $40, Infamous. Yeah, is your wallet okay? Thank you so much. That will go to my twink in the future. I'm just kidding. Haha. My teacher talked about it as self-preservation. Exactly. I talked about this in my school. Maybe in the future I'll talk more about my school stuff because my high school, thank you again for the $40, Infamous. This is amazing. My high school is ridiculous. High school that I went to, I won't get into it here, but I have a lot of stories from that I probably will talk about eventually. But basically, I talked about in my high school how it's the idea that, let's strip us to our most basic caveman mentality. I am a human being. I like to eat. I like to play. And I like to love people. Okay? Those are the things I like to do. Because I love people, I have a family. Loving someone a lot of times will result in a family, obviously. Perhaps, not just a family, but like I have friends, or I know someone or something. Or for example, let's say it this way. You see two people, one takes food away from the other one. You think about yourself and you think, hey, I don't want my food taken away when I have it in my hands. That's probably something that shouldn't happen. That's a bad thing. That's me, a lot of times, that's how morality is formed. Yeah, every animal is inherently selfish and self-preservation is a basic instinct. But that doesn't mean that I think that every animal is inherently selfish, but that does not mean that love cannot exist. That does not mean that love is not an innate trait of animals and human beings. You know what I mean? Like, I think love is. We'll have to talk about love in the future because love is an entirely different conversation. Like what actually love means, but I mean like compassion for another person. It's inherent to human beings, but sometimes self-preservation and selfishness goes above that. Majority of the time, it goes above that. If I can do something to my benefit, you know what I mean? I don't know. Welcome, Silent. Thank you for the $40 again, Infamous. That's crazy. One day I'll have to read you. You know what? Let's just read it now. I wrote something for fun a long time ago. Selfish is contextual. Some party. Okay. Thank you for all the party stuff in the jewels. Okay, this is something that I wrote. I started writing this when I was 15 years old. And it was kind of me trying to rationalize things. It was me trying to rationalize the emotions that I was feeling at that time. Do you want me to actually read it? Hit me up if you want me to read it. Chat, should I read? Go back. Okay. It's not like anything like deeply personal. It's kind of edgy. I guess it's kind of edgy. The sorrow that is this. So I'm gonna head up for now. So because I'm kind of sleepy, but I hope you and everyone else in chat have fun and stuff. Let's stick around to hear you read your thing first, though. I'm not gonna read all of it because it's very, very long. It's 13 pages long. But the sorrow that is conceived by tragedies encountered is an indistinct delineation of grief. That is to say that it is not the indecisive and somber facade of a vehemence that is wrongly portrayed. Then, if this sorrow is to be a voracious emotion, it can be assumed that it is an emotion that is not scarcely profound than all others that are perceived by the human psyche, and that instead it is an overpowering resolution of thought. Taking this sentiment, it can also be thought that lust, whether it is to be an unerring emotion or a configuration of some nether-like damnation, is the precursor to that of sorrow. Sorrow is then the dejection that is found in the rubble of lustful ashes. These ashes thus being the cremains of lust, or must more feasibly, endearment. Because of this, adoration and intimate relation guides he who it inhabits into desolation, misery, and despondency. The paramour of the entranced is to find anguish, that which twinges upon the heartstrings of both a widow and a widower, a relict of a period of passion that is hastily faded. In spite of them possibly being a dowager, whether their beloved is a regent or not, it can be conjectured that they harbor misery of past intimacy. What then is it to become of those suitors and swains that indeed do foster tenderness with their lady loves? Like all other instances, they too can await their cataclysm of misfortune that brings heartbreak. Why then does man pursue a bosom which they desire? They solely take pleasure in the current, and not the eventual. This is not to be given credence to only yearning of endearment, but also for other wishes, hopes, and dreams. Desires that will soon fade into a level of mystique that sunders it from the palpable, something which can be not achieved by the common man, a differing sentiment from the aspiration of executing a pursuit of an ambition, the system of hope hope that will never be reached. Yet there are continual attempts to made to connect with that desire. Thank you, twins. Oh, I gotta fix this. So basically, if you didn't understand what that was saying, it's more or less, I just knocked my earbud out of my ear. It's more or less talking about the fact that human beings will always try to go for love majority of the time. They'll try to find like desire and like connection with one another. A lot of times this manifests in romance and other forms. Okay. Yeah, I wrote this like 6 or 5 years ago. If it is the intention of the puppeteer to allow this disastrous cycle to repeat itself, then it is he who will allow it to persist. But he has the ability to dissolve its standing, resulting in a satisfying and sanguine finale, a termination of a significant epoch of ache. But as it can so effortlessly be perceived, this event has not come. There is an evident relation between the suffering that is endured by the inhabitants of the earth and a divine essence that permeates all things, or possibly conceptualized belief in something of that nature. The natural notion that there is, indeed, an otherworldly presence. The argument is that without the definite existence of something of that ilk, then there would be nothing. Damn all would not be. Continuance, and therefore infinite scape, would be defined within the deity at play, as they are to be that which everything is, and by this prospect, everything is a continuum. I was fixing my earbud. Sounds like something we'd analyze in English. Exactly. So the next part, that part was basically saying, if there is some entity, Wonderland reference, if there is some entity that exists that controls the universe, then the universe is probably going to be defined by that entity's rules and morals. Basically what it's saying. It's going to be defined by the restraints and constrictions that that entity has created, or those that are created by the existence of the entity. And a lot of times humanity wishes for that to be real. But of course, these premature concepts that are born from a philosophy such as that are stillborn. What fruit do they bear if they inherently are ignorant in nature? They hold no sufficient value, and though they may appear to be supportive of the idea of a natural law on earth, they contradict it, stating that it is not natural and that it is born from the eternal. Something that cannot be beheld by the common man, for instead, only those attuned to that of the hallowed, that of the mystical, that of the sacred, can contact the semblance of mysticism of a god less desirable. Of a god less desirable, of a god that has betrayed its creation and is conceited in all actions, ill thoughts forbearing its existence. What is a god, then, if it is nothing? If its existence is nothing but a fabrication, a being dreamed from endless sleep, a collective notion that is instilled in all men? What is he, this god, if he was drafted by the convictions of many, all contrasting in disbelief to an instance that a devotee is lost in total confusion and perplexity? As well, what proof, if there is to be proof or any sort of true verification that can be corroborated, of this personage that lies above all is there to be found? Mock all, then, as it is to be seen as a scornful actuality that men are brought into, where they must lay down their gift of sentience, life, and vigor to that which they cannot so easily discern, only to be instructed by men that are just as equal to them, that were sent into the same world, that declare that they hold a connection with the divine that no other could ever attest to. Men that, if juxtaposed with all the other men, are concurrently ignorant, detestable, and damned in their holy script. High key, really peak. I don't know how to explain it, but it just flows. Sounds like a house of leaves aside me. Sounds good to the ear. This sounds like a house of leaves aside. So the last part was basically just saying, more or less, why should humanity trust this construction of God or religion? Made us make what we think is a perfect world. Then she made down what it be done for the perfect world. Lol. Oh, I'm gonna take off my headphones real quick. Not my headphones, my helmet, so I can read this better. Okay, so then what is hallowed
If there is no basis for a rationale of what something of sanctification is, then what is holy and what is, equally yet inversely, unholy? Is it that because of the existence of something sacred, there must always be that of the seemly? The wicked is thus a product of the anomaly of consecration, and without either the profane cannot be, and so the venerated cannot be. Is it that this entity, though some may believe it to be more of an abomination, is sacrosanct, inviolably, to the point that only the men of divinity can perceive it? They are the ones that are granted the aptness to embrace its presence. What kind of distaste does this consciously instill amongst those that are subject to its despotic ruling? An evident clause would declare that this is a deliberate injunction that demeans the populace and its assumed intellect. It is the presumption that they cannot make decisions for themselves and that they need a divinity to legislate them. Why is it that they are not permitted to legislate themselves? It is apparent that man has been bestowed its own sovereignty because of its presence on the earth. The blessed belief is that men were gifted their dominion by a god, though this can be condemned in the notion that there is no holy presence upon this world. If it is the legislator's duty to rule over man, then they should aptly do it, not because of a God that sits at their side and compels them to do so, and not because it is their moral and religious obligation, but instead because of the hegemony that they are gifted by the populace. There is no entity that gifts mankind with any pretense of that which they have. Their sentience, their intelligence, is void of any creator. And then it goes on for like 12 more pages. Yeah, I was in a pretty dark time. I was pretty upset about something, and I started writing that, and I thought it was kind of like a checkmate thing. And it wasn't the best. It's not the most sound logic ever. Well, I'll get back to playing the game real quick. Give me a second. It's not the most sound logic ever, but I like it a lot. Hold on. I'm figuring something out real quick. Yeah, it depends on what ARG. I have a few that I've made, but I just never. Let me turn my camera back on. Yeah, it was pretty genuine. I was pretty upset about something. So edgy, kind of goofy. Okay, what? Okay, guess can't go back. I wanted to check out that bedrock thing, but what even was that? The new one I'm working on is more like I have to do. I'm actually acting in it. I'm actually having to act in it, and I love acting as the character, the main character, or the two main characters, because there's two main characters for it. Yeah, I'm back in prison. I have written an ARG, and one day I probably will release it. Thank you, Twin. Thank you, Fuzzy Gecko. It was from Infamous Rebel. They gave you the membership. Well, it was a random poll of a membership that you got. It was the gotcha, essentially. We're sitting at a big fat 4,002 subs, guys.
Big fat 4,002 subs. Okay. This one's almost half an hour philosophizing, then it goes back to Minecraft LOL. That's me daily. I write a lot. I write a lot. I like to write a whole lot. Again, thank you, Infamous Rebel, for the $40. That's amazing. That's so good. I can feed my family. I literally spent $30 on food today when I went out to eat. Oh. Yeah. Over the half the chat are actually members. What, Cal, what kind of games have you spent time the most other than MC? Right now, I've been playing a lot of... Hold on. I've been playing a lot of Arkham. I just finished Arkham Asylum. Hi, DigiAlt, thanks for staying. I just finished Arkham Asylum and I've started Arkham City. I'm having fun with that. I have a lot of hours in Elden Ring. I have a lot of hours in Terraria. One of my favorite series ever is BioShock. The BioShock series is amazing. I love BioShock. Yeah, I like Batman. I'm a big fan of Batman. I want to tell you guys what my ARG is. Oh my gosh, I just don't want to spoil it for you. Yeah, I can talk Batman for days. I really like Arkham. I'm not that big of a fan. I like Arkham City so far, but I think the concepts kind of ridiculous, even for Arkham. Maybe for a comic book, but for like something like that, like even for not even for Arkham, even for Gotham. Like Gotham's politicians are pretty stupid, but they're not that stupid. It's so peak. At dinner, I was talking with my friend about Batman. Yeah, I know Arkham. I've heard Arkham Knight is really, really good. Arkham City's fun though. I will admit, Arkham City's really fun. It's just the concept's really goofy. Oh yeah. The profile picture to the ARG is black as of right now. It'll probably change. There's 2 characters that are involved in it that have shown up so far. Both are probably played by me. And there's a code in the description right now. I don't even know if anybody is. But, oh. More ruins. Is it gonna do the cool thing that it did that one time? Yeah, yeah, but I love how absurd it is. I love that it's so Batman. I don't know. It's so ridiculous, but it's awesome. My only thing is I didn't really like the ending of Arkham Asylum. I knew that Joker would do that, but it's just like, dog. But I like the concept that Joker's... I like what's going on with Joker in the first part of Arkham City so far. I think it's just like... It's like, as someone who knows the Batman comics and story, like, looking at it... Like, why would they set up half of Gotham as, like, a massive... Like a massive city that's, like, that's like just a sane asylum, and they wall it off. But a bigger question is, why would they put Hugo Strange in charge of it? Son, what are we doing? It's ridiculous. It's so funny. But yeah, I like Terraria, I like Bioshock. I have a lot of hours in Bloodborne. I'm a big fan of Bloodborne. It's probably one of my favorite games ever. I have a lot of hours in Hollow Knight. Bioshock Infinite's probably one of my favorite games ever made. It would not work. It would only work in Gotham. Like it would only work in the DC universe. My only thing about Arkham City is so far, it's not much detective stuff. Yeah, I have a lot of hours in specifically Terraria Calamity. There's not a lot of detective stuff that Batman does. Like he just kind of is like, okay, now I gotta go here, now I gotta go here, now I gotta go here, and it's like dog. And then Victor Saz. Oh my gosh, with the phones. That's true. Australia was once a big jail continent. That is very true. Do you guys want to do a Q&A? Start asking me questions. It slaps my belly. Start asking me questions. Man, this stream is almost going on 3 hours. Probably when I hit 3 hours, I'll stop it. We'll do another stream in a few days. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. I do got work on Thursday. And then I probably slaps my belly and burps really loud. My friend said that she would be she still is. I plan, so I got college and stuff that I'll have to get more busy with. Summer right now I'm doing YouTube for, but probably I'll do YouTube, put it on the back burner majority of the time, but I'll make some stuff for YouTube. Not as a main thing. If it explodes, then when I become an actual astronaut, I can make YouTube from there. My friend said that she would be very interested in doing the, Minecraft Lucky Block Challenge videos. You guys would be interested. What's my favorite book ever? Ooh. It's tough. There's a book called Biohazard. Book. I don't remember who wrote it. Biohazard. Hold on. Biohazard book about... I have it somewhere. It's probably over here. Biohazard book. This isn't the book. Hold on. There's another famous book called Biohazard, but let me see if I have it in my library. Hold on. In all my books. My bookshelf. Good. Should be somewhere over here. Yeah, I found it.
I don't know if this book is even like accessible anymore. I don't know if no, not Ken Alabek, not that one. Completely different book. It's this book. Let me put my helmet back on. It's this book. I don't even know if it's even. If you guys like science and stuff. Yeah, no, I have the other book that I'm talking about right here. This book. This book. Biohazard by Michael Rogers. Just look that up. Yeah. So it's basically a book where it's like nonfiction. A guy attended these meetings when gene splicing technology was first developed. A guy goes to these meetings where they're trying to figure out the ethics of it. And like they're trying to figure out the ethics of it. It's like actually based on like real things that happen and basically a play-by-play of what actually happened in real life. I think he changed some of the names though. But I can't be certain about that. It's them just discussing the ethics in these meetings, and it's him attending them and like living in a hotel for a week nearby and going every time. And it's just play-by-play of almost every meeting within it. It's like an actual meeting that happened in like California somewhere when they first figured out gene splicing. It's a crazy book. It's really good because it's also like real life. That's a really good book. I also like Frankenstein. Big surprise there. I like Paradise Lost. Big surprise there. I like Dante's Divine Comedy. I'm a big fan of Dune. I read parts of Neuromancer. I couldn't really get into it. I used to read a lot. I don't anymore though. I like Lovecraft stuff though. Some basic. Boy. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good book. Because it makes you think about the ethics behind a lot of stuff. Dune is good. Yes, Dune is good. It's a factual statement. This is a super interesting stream. There's a lot going on. I'm pretty sure this isn't in basic Minecraft. Alright. I like it. I haven't finished it. But I like that a lot. I was into it for a little bit. I get in and out of phases really quickly. I read Cats of Ulathar during a school event. Cats of Ulathar is a short story by Lovecraft that's really good. If you guys ever want me to like release a video of me reading something, like an audiobook or something, or like a short story, I'll do it. Let me know what. I'm not the biggest into Stephen King's writing, TBH. I just like it. Love the concept. What are other books I've read? They're over there. I don't know. I got this one book called The High Frontier that I actually need to read. That's a guy's concept for like spaceships and stuff and how that would work. So I should probably read that. My mom got it for me and I keep forgetting to read it. Thank you, Twin. I read one of my friends a story for him to go to bed because he wanted me to read him a bedtime story. So I read The Shambler from the Stars.
I read The Wizard of Oz. I was obsessed with The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland when I was younger. I loved those books. I don't know what Dungeon Core is. I'll probably end stream in 10 minutes, but this has been a very fun stream. Yes, I do know all of Tomorrow's, or all Tomorrow's. Never read it. I'm not a LARPer on, I have read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I am not a LARPer. One of my favorite movies ever, random tidbit, one of my favorite movies ever is Blade Runner. It's so good. Manga's okay. I haven't read a lot of it. I've read over parts of Berserk. Berserk's my favorite TV show. Actually, it's Berserk and Evangelion because I'm a LARPer. I don't know what my immortality is. Like if you were a little rock underground that had to eat people to survive. Oh. Eh. Another waystone, that's good. That'll be useful. Did you get Arkham Knight's comic after you play Arkham Knights? There's a lot of what happens before it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know a lot of what happens before Arkham Knight. I'm not reading One Piece, I'm sorry. I will never get into One Piece, I'm sorry. I just can't. I have no interest. I do like Full Metal though. And the Evangelion reworks were not that bad. I think they're really good. I cried at the ending of them. My favorite... Yeah. My favorite Batman comic is The Long Halloween. And Batman Year One, just because I'm a freaking basic boy. I'm a basic boy. What can I say? Yeah, I was having a conversation with my friend at dinner about Batman. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, I was having a conversation with my friend online. This is a new place. Or not online, in person at dinner. And we were talking about Batman. And I said, let's talk about the new Batman movies. The new Batman movie? Yeah, One Bad Day. Yeah. Let's talk about the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. That's not really that new, but it's the newest one. And I said, you know, if they were to do Robin, and if they were to do Joker, I think both of them should be in Batman 3 if that is a thing. If the Batman 3 ever becomes a movie, if they get that far. Because I was like, Joker showing up in Batman 2 would be terrible. I think that would be too early for the character. And then she said, yeah. And then I said, Robin, if we're going to do any Robin, I think it should be Richard Grayson. I said the original Robin. I don't think we should like do Tim Drake or Jason Todd or anything like that. And then she goes, yeah. She said, yeah, I think think Richard Grayson would be a great actor to play Robin. And then look, he froze. I didn't say anything. Good luck on that. I didn't say anything. I just like side-eyed her and froze. And she didn't see that I side-eyed her. But I was like, I was like, LARPer detected. But I didn't say anything. Yeah, I know it's year one Batman in The Long Halloween. It's inspired by that. It'd have to be Richard Grayson. But I was like, holy LARP. I was like, LARP detected. I was like, it's over. I was like, is Richard Grayson the name of an actor? I was like, was she just mistaken that way? I froze inside at her. It was like, genuinely. My LARP dar immediately went off. I was genuinely like, I didn't say anything though, but I was like holy LARP. Congratulations! Sorry, someone just posted, commented congratulations on my that I made. Congratulations! Congratulations! Oh, we're back here. Yeah, I was like LARP detected. I was like, it was insane. Because what do you mean? So I was like, okay, so when I said Tim Drake and Jason Todd and everybody else, you didn't know what I was talking about? And then I did later say like, you know, like Richard Grayson, like the acrobat one. And she was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, yeah, because like Jason Todd turns into Red Hood. And, you know. I don't know. I about threw her across the room. I'm being so serious. Whoa, that was spooky. It was just crazy. like clearly I could tell, like, okay, so she said she watched the Gotham TV show, which I never watched. And she said she's like seen most of the movies. But I don't think she's like seen Batman Forever or anything like that. She obviously hasn't seen the probably hasn't seen the Tim Burton movies. I want Tim Burton to come back and do Batman movies. Those were so peak. Like, they're so goofy, but they're so good. I think it should have gone Penguin. Like, I think the second Tim Burton movie. Yeah. I think the second movie should have been the first one. I'm pretty sure Richard Grayson is in Batman Forever though. I think that's the Robin in that. Am I hallucinating that? I think the issue is that a lot of people associate Robin and Batman to be like a thing because of like that was always a joke. I just want to see a good Robin. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to end stream. Oops. I'm going to end stream. This has been a great stream. Thank you everybody who donated. It's so epic that we reached 4,000 subscribers. That's so cool. I'll hope to see you in the next one.